YouTubers, welcome to Hair Transformer TV. I just have a couple of videos that I'm going to be doing today, and I also have a couple of videos that I have yet to upload. I haven't been posting videos a lot, and I just have a lot of videos that I want to post now, and I plan on posting a video at least every week. So yeah, stay tuned for those videos. In this video, I just want to talk about my practical test that I was supposed to take yesterday. Okay, so I was supposed to take my practical test, my last test, my final test that I need to take in order to get my cosmetology license. And to make a long story short, I feel like my black shoes gave me bad luck. Like, those black shoes, I bought them because I got hired to work at Old Charlie's. You guys remember when I was posting videos about first day of work or whatever, and talking about Old Charlie's and working in restaurants? I deleted all that crap because, like, Old Charlie's gave me a headache. Like, you needed to know and memorize the freaking menu and, like, all the stuff that was in the food. And, like, I don't even eat this food. I don't even eat out at restaurants a lot to know about this food. And, like, trying to learn all these foods and everything that's on the menu was really giving me a big ass headache. Like, yes, it just made me, because, like, it really gave me a headache, and I just couldn't deal with it anymore. I should have been quit in the beginning of the training, but I just felt like I need to kick it out and see if this is what I want, since it's just 2 weeks of training. I didn't feel like I was actually hired because we wasn't really doing anything. So yeah, but in the end, I felt like it was a waste of time, but it really wasn't a waste of time because I got 2 checks from training for 2 weeks, so that was okay. But I quit working at Old Charlie's because it gave me a headache, and I feel like I should have just thrown them shoes away too, because, like, we was on our way to Baton Rouge so I could take my test, and at the last minute, we felt like we wasn't going the wrong way. We wasn't going the right way. Now, first of all, I had screenshot the directions to get to Baton Rouge because, like, nobody have a GPS, and, like, my GPS don't work without internet, and I didn't have internet on my phone. And so I just decided to screenshot the directions, and come to find out, the person that was driving, he didn't understand the directions. Like, they had, like, he understood the first direction, like I-20, but when it starts saying LA 137 and US 5, US something, he didn't know what they were talking about, and I sure didn't know what they was talking about. I was looking for these signs while we was riding, and I never saw them. All I saw was Interstate I-20, and oh my goodness, at the last minute, we realized we took the wrong way. Like, I felt like maybe I should call somebody to see if we're going the right way. And it's a good thing that I had turned my phone on the day before I was supposed to take my test, because I was the only one that had my phone on. I mean, without that phone, we would have been stuck. Like, for real, we would have been stuck and just, you know, out in the world, not knowing where we need to go. Now, I called my sister. She wanted to act like a bee, so I turned and called my boyfriend to see where we were. I gave him the directions to where we were going and told him where we were at. Unfortunately, we were on our way to Georgia. I think that's what he said. And we were, like, way past our, like, destination. Like, we should have been turned off. But we didn't know, like, the freaking directions that I had, they wasn't, like, the directions that we needed. It didn't say specifically where to turn. It didn't say get on highway or Interstate 55 or whatever where we were supposed to get. But my boy, I really didn't want to believe it. I really didn't want to believe that we were going the wrong way. I didn't want this to be happening because I seriously wanted to take this test and get it over with. And I was like overwhelmed, like, no, Jerry, just tell me a way to get to Baton Rouge, please. Like, I know we're probably out of the way, but can you tell me the fastest way to get to Baton Rouge? And he was like, it's going to take another 4 hours. So there was no way I could make it to take my test. And like, if you're late, you cannot take your test. You have to pay a $25 fee to retake your test. And so I called the state board hoping that they would have some type of sympathy for me. I called them and told them that I would be running a little late, and that if there was any kind of way that I could take the test another time that day. And they was like, the latest that you can come is 9:10. See, I had to be there for 9 o'clock. We got up at 4 o'clock, me and my mom and Jerry, and we left at like 5:12 or something, and then like around 7 or 8 we felt like we wasn't going the right way because we was on I-20 for a long time. And so the lady said, you might as well turn around and go home, and you need to you can reschedule and take a test. I can squeeze you in for Tuesday. And she was like, you know, you have to pay that $25 since you were late, since you was late. And so I was like, okay, even though I was like really crying, I was really in tears, like I really didn't want to believe it because I really wanted to take my test today. I felt like I wasted my time, I wasted money. I felt like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that this is happening. Like, in the beginning anyway, I felt like I couldn't see myself taking the test that day, but I didn't want to believe that, so I looked past that. And so I just tried to, you know, I really wanted to take that test. I feel like I'm ready, but I guess, you know, God has other plans. I guess God was like, no, you're not going to take your test today because I have something else that's going to happen. You're going to take your test another day. I don't know, but I called my school and I told the owner what was going on, whatever, because the owner is like the, well, I told the owner's wife about it because she's like the financial aid person or whatever, and she do all the paperwork or whatever, the test dates, whatever, mailing off stuff and whatever. And she was like, what? You missed a turn, da 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 da, I can't believe this, da da da. And so I was like, yeah, and I was like, I'll turn in the money order today, so, because the lady said she could squeeze me in Tuesday. And so, yeah, we got off the phone, and, so we're on our way back home, and out of nowhere, the vehicle just started making this clink, 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 clink sound. And Jerry was like, did you hear that? And Mom was like, no. And then I was like, I think I hear something. And then so we just pulled over on the side of the road, and we couldn't really find out what was going on at first, like why it was making that sound. And the police had pulled over to see if he could help us, to see what was going on. And he left. He couldn't do anything. And so they figured out that the fan thing that's under the hood was like hitting something. And came to find out that the fan thing was loose. And in the past, my mom had to get her vehicle fixed because something was wrong with it under the hood, and I guess they loosened something up while they was fixing that part that needed to be fixed. And you know, they were saying that the mechanics, they fix one thing and mess up another so you could come back or whatever. And so they just came to that conclusion. And I was just so frustrated. I just couldn't believe that this was happening. I just wanted God to help us. I just wanted this car to just get us home so we wouldn't have to depend on anybody, because family really sucks when you need them sometimes. And it was just too much for me. I was like, okay, first it was me missing my test. Now it's this freaking car don't want to act right. And I was like, maybe it's these shoes. I need to throw these shoes across the field, because like I feel like they're bringing all the bad luck. Yeah, I'm gonna sell them bad boys. I had those was like $25 or something. I'm gonna sell them in my garage sale, my next garage sale, because I don't need any bad luck. I need to get rid of that. I need to get rid of that. Okay. So we finally got someone to come and get us, my sister. Thank you, sister. So it was like, well, first of all, we was gonna try to get there, we was gonna try to get home on our own. He removed the belt, and it seemed like it was driving okay after he removed the belt, but after a while, we started smelling smoke, and so we had to pull over. Something under the hood was like really smoking, and it was like, yeah, we don't need to drive it anymore. We don't need to try to push it anymore. We don't need to mess up anything else. We probably messed up like a couple of things. I don't know. But we finally got somebody to come pick us up, and on the way home, like something flew in the car, hit me in my face really hard, like it was a rock. And I was like, what just hit me in my face? Like, what was that? I was like looking for it, and then I was like, okay, I guess it was nothing. I can't find it. But after a while, I felt something under my butt, and I was like, what in the world is under my butt? Like, what is this? So I tried to find it and like try to go in my pants and see what it was, the bug or whatever it was. I couldn't really see it, but it stung me. I was like, oh my goodness, this bee just stung me or whatever it was. And I tried to swipe it and get it off of me, and like it flew somewhere. I don't know where it flew, but I was like, oh my goodness, first the test, then the car, now my butt getting stung by something. I don't know what it even was. I was like, oh my goodness, these shoes are really bad luck. And so I just wanted to get home. I wanted to get out of there. And so I went home, and I just I was really upset that I couldn't take my test. Like, I really want to take my test now. I have no idea when I'm going to go take my cosmetology test. I have no idea when I'm going to get my license. I have no idea. I have no idea what I need to do. Like since there's so many people in the world that don't want to help you, like I need to find, like, there are only a few people in the world that really care and really want to help you, and like you can barely find those people out here in the world. Like, you would think your family would, you know, break their back for you, but no, they won't. Like, they have problems too. Some of them have problems. That's why they can't do certain things, like some of my people. But some of them, they just don't want to do it. I don't know. They don't be having problems with their vehicle. They just don't want to take me. I don't know. But I need to find somebody really fast to take me to get this test over with, because I don't want to keep having to practice on these dolls over and over again until I freaking get a test date. Until just God help me, please, something. Like I don't know, like, what I should do. Like, I could actually ask my I have one conclusion that I could do, but I really don't want to do it. But I'm gonna have to do it, because like I don't want to wait any longer to take my test. So I think I came to my final resort, and I can ask this person if they could take me, but I really don't want to. But it seemed like it's my only choice, and yeah. I guess this would be a vlog for you guys. Like, you guys, if you guys don't have like directions to get to Baton Rouge or wherever you're going, if you don't have any directions or don't know how to get there on your own, make sure you have a GPS. Make sure you have a cell phone with internet on it, with GPS or a freaking GPS thing. Because, like, I believe all of that could have been avoided if I would have had a GPS. But at the same time, I feel like I didn't take my test for a reason, because, you know, the freaking car messed up, and so we probably would have been stuck in Baton Rouge if, you know, we would probably have been stuck in Baton Rouge if we would have, you know, went to Baton Rouge and they would have rolled around while I was taking my test or whatever. Probably, because, like, doing the practical test, working on the dolls, it probably would take an hour or 2 hours and a half, and they probably would have been riding around looking at stuff. And so, yeah, we probably would have been broke down in Baton Rouge if we would have broke down in Tallulah. So at least we wasn't that far from home. It was like 30 miles from home, from after, you know, riding a little bit in the vehicle, heating up, and then we ride a little bit in the vehicle, heat up, and second time we just didn't do it anymore. It was like, we need to get somebody out here. And so, yeah, they got a trailer and came back with a truck and a trailer to pick up the Jeep. And so now we're trying to fix on it, and it's like a lot of stuff, and it's just so sad to be, like, I feel like everything is like falling apart. Like, I hope everything gets better. I don't know what's going on, but all you can do is pray, and I pray, and I don't know if he hear me, but I just do it. Yeah, so you guys pray for me. You know, thanks for watching this video, and talk to you guys later. Don't forget to thumbs up.